Join me as I take on the challenge of applying these 4 Stoic principles in my daily life for a whole week to see if I can truly become everyone's motivation. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly seeking inspiration and motivation to push ourselves beyond our limits, but what if I told you that there's a way to not only motivate yourself but also become a source of inspiration for those around you? This ancient philosophy is known as Stoicism, and it's been empowering individuals for centuries to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. We've all been there, feeling stuck, lacking motivation, and struggling to inspire others. It's a frustrating cycle that can leave us feeling helpless. Motivation is a fleeting feeling, and when it's gone, we're left wondering what went wrong. We try to motivate ourselves by setting grand goals, but they often seem too daunting, and we end up giving up. We try to inspire others, but our own lack of motivation can be a huge turnoff. This cycle can be incredibly disheartening, leading to feelings of hopelessness and desperation. It's hard to watch someone you admire struggle with motivation, isn't it? We want to help them, but we don't know where to start. Sometimes we try to offer words of encouragement, but they fall flat. We try to offer advice, but it's met with resistance. It's frustrating to see someone with so much potential stuck in a rut, and it's even more frustrating when we're stuck in that rut ourselves. This sense of helplessness can be overwhelming, and it's what makes motivation seem like such an elusive dream. But what if I told you that there's a way to break free from this cycle of motivation and inspiration? What if I told you that there's a way to become the spark that ignites the fire within others? The Stoics believe that true strength lies not in external circumstances but in how we respond to them. They believe that we should focus on what we can control, and that's our reactions to the events that unfold in our lives. Imagine being able to stay calm in the midst of chaos, to respond instead of react, to be the voice of reason in a world that often seems to be losing its mind. By controlling our reactions, we become the masters of our own destiny, and that's incredibly empowering. The Stoics also believed in accepting fate, or as they called it, amor fati, loving one's fate. This isn't about resigning ourselves to our circumstances, it's about embracing them and finding the lessons within. When we accept our fate, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and experiences. We stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it. This acceptance gives us a sense of freedom and peace that's hard to find in a world that's constantly telling us to strive for more. The third Stoic principle is the importance of virtue. Virtue isn't about being perfect, it's about striving to be the best version of ourselves. It's about cultivating qualities like compassion, empathy, and wisdom. When we focus on building our character, we become a beacon of hope for those around us. We become the change we want to see in the world, and that's incredibly inspiring. Lastly, the Stoics believed in focusing on the present moment. They believed that the past is gone, and the future is unknown, but the present is all we have. When we focus on the present, we become more mindful, more aware, and more alive. We stop worrying about what could have been or what might be, and we start living in the here and now. This focus on the present gives us a sense of clarity and purpose that's hard to find in a world that's constantly distracting us. One of the most inspiring stories I've come across is that of James Stockdale, a Navy vice admiral who was captured and tortured during the Vietnam War. Despite being imprisoned for 7 years, Stockdale found a way to maintain his dignity and inspire his fellow prisoners. He did this by applying the Stoic principles I just mentioned. He controlled his reactions to the torture, accepted his fate, focused on building his character, and lived in the present moment. His story is a testament to the transformative power of Stoicism, and it's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, we have the power to inspire others. In conclusion, the 4 Stoic principles, control over our reactions, acceptance of fate, the importance of virtue, and focusing on the present moment, have the power to not only change our own mindset but also to uplift those around us. By applying these principles, we can become a source of motivation and inspiration for others, and that's an incredible gift. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are some of the ways you found motivation in your own life, and how do you inspire others? And if you want to learn more about practical Stoic applications, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be diving deeper into the daily habits of Stoic practitioners.